To well. So, in this episode or live stream or whatever you want to call it, we're gonna make salad and we're gonna chat. First thought I want to tell you about something that just popped into my mind a bit more recently is on how to delete to exterminate any negative past experiences from your mindset. They're deleted. It's like that. Anytime, like, I was always the kind of person that would ruminate about things, but just recently I'm like, oh, was that experience like less than kind? Deletion bin. Like, it's really powerful, like, how you can delete things from your mind. And just like, oh, that didn't happen really. It was just, it was pitiful. Yazik. To your bad apples. I'm just saying. They don't even know what Yazik means because they are so ignorant. It's like it's power. And then you go quiet on your Western Front and you never talk to anybody that did you wrong, like, ever again. You don't say words to them. And, like, to me, like, you just have to be silent. Silence says, oh, it's so much. So delete bad people from your life. Delete, like, even if you see them, you look the other way, you look the other way, and it works every time. I'm just telling you, like, I don't indulge bad experiences, so I delete them all from my mind. Because I've never had bad experiences, but other people are pitiful. Yazik to them. Yazik to them. Anybody that's inconsistent and not kind-hearted, yazik to them. That's all I have to say about that. Who knew a Turkish word could give you so much finality? Anyway. Now, on a different front, I've been trying to get my cleaning up because I'm just like, I feel a little tired today. So I've been trying to get my organization skills up, but I just have been like, trying to catch up on laundry. And I had cleaned a little bit earlier in the week, but I'm not getting things exactly to the level where I want them yet. Just like, I want things cleaner, you know? That's all. Do. Taking that part off. Do. There's another bowl. Kind of mixy. I matched them a little. Oh no! Don't fall out, guys. Don't fall out. Just kind of mix and match them. I went back to Walmart, and I mean, I know you can buy ceramic knives other places, but when I was there today, I didn't see any ceramic knives because I thought I really like the ceramic knife. I don't put it in the dishwasher though, because I always used to be like, everything goes in the dishwasher. But lately, I'm trying to be better about not putting certain types of dishes in the dishwasher. I really should just always chop my own salad because every time you buy pre-chopped, it's just not as good. It's Yazik. Yeah, me and my 2, 3, 5 words Turkish language acquisition. Anyway, how do you say salad in your language? Salad. Salad. Tell me in the comments below how you say salad in another language. Your first language, your native language. Salad is I don't know. I really like salad. Like ever since I was a young person, I just love salad. Like salad just makes my life so happy. Salad, salad, salad. It's my favorite thing. And yes, I like salads that are the size of my head. Big bowls of salad. And if you pre-chop it, you can just eat it for a long time. I need to get all the parts that fell out. Get them back in the salad bowls. Or into the salad bowl, as it were. Like, get all the pieces in. So it's kind of stuck to the bowl a little bit. Okay, let's give everybody a rinse. Rinsey rinse time. Time to rinse things. I like to rinse as I go. For a lot of different things. Like, it's kind of like cleaning as you go, rinsing as you go. It makes it easier later. And just put it, man, a knife on there a bit. And then let's rinse the cutting board. Excess salad action off. And then I have all these little rags that I use for cleaning and whatnot. And I can kind of just let it dry. So some salad out there. Let's pick that up, pick that up, pick that up, pick that up. Wipe off the counter a bit. Okay. Now let's chop some tomatoes for the salads. Oh yes, tomato time. It's not hammer time. It's tomato time. So we have heirloom tomatoes from Trader Joe's. Very beautiful. Just pretty little tomatoes, really. Line them up. A few of them to start with. Really beautiful little tomatoes. I love them. Okay. Move one of the salads over there. Let me get the stem off and I'll just cut it off. Let's see, what do these tomatoes taste like? Mm. I love cutting up tomatoes for my little salad, don't I? It's so fun and lovely. chop a few pieces, throw that in. Chop a few pieces, throw that in. Throw that in. I think this part has a bad part. I want to eat that part. No, sorry, bobbers. Do you like my little expressions? I always say things like, no, sorry, bobbers. No, sorry, bob. But I kind of take it and put it my own way. I don't know. No, sorry, bobbers. Anyway, what do I want to put in my salad next? Let's see what's in the fridge. Whatever's in here gets added. Oh, I have some nice bell peppers. But I'll never shop at the 99-cent store again for produce because, I don't know. Not impressed in the West with that one. I think Stater Brothers, Food for Less, which I don't know, it's not my favorite. I just really like Stater Brothers better. They have better produce. I like Neighborhood Walmart's produce, but I am not impressed. Like, Food for Less, sometimes their produce is just, it's okay, it depends. It's hit and miss. The only thing in life that's hit and miss is people's attitude, so really. So you can make it a hit every time. If you have a good attitude, if you're a kind-hearted, consistent person, everything's a hit, not a miss. Thumbs up if you are kind-hearted. Thumbs up if you are consistent. Okay, in the comments below, are you consistent in all things and all thoughts? In the comments below. Do. So I've been watching more of Magnificent Century. Yeah, I'm picking up some words like I was talking about in my live streams even the live stream I did with Aya. And it's interesting, like the word that really stands out to me is kimse, which means anyone or to anyone. But I definitely would have to practice the language more, be able to speak it properly. I just know a few words here and there. That's about it. You know, but I'm not like one of these people that sits down. Like, if I'm watching a show, I like to look things up and try and understand what they're saying. But I don't really like beyond school. I've just never been somebody who really would study a language, like in a very methodic kind of way. I know that's really ideal. I just haven't done that. I should. But I'm realistic 120%. See, that's the thing about being consistent. You have to be realistic. I don't like when people are all over the map. I just don't get this all over the map life. I'm like, what is that about? I don't know what that's about. Do you know what that's about? I don't know. I also want to just focus on myself, like, a lot more. Like, what do I want out of life? What makes me happy? Like, what just gets me excited? Those are things that are just really important to me. And lately, I just want to live like a very simple kind of life. I just like living a simple, quiet life. It's very gratifying. I forgot to cut Yes, it to the bell. See, I probably need to start watching like an Arabic language show. I need to find one that I would really like Magnificent Century, because that is my other goal. I would like to learn some Arabic. I mean, I've learned a few words of Turkish. Arabic, what can I say? Habibi. And then I know some expressions from Levantine Arabic, but we don't. And I asked my dad, I'm like, I don't even know if this thing we say is exactly correct. Um, it's probably the way that they said it in Lebanon back in the early 1800s. Because get this, okay, this is what I think is really cool. Like on all sides of my family, like my ancestry is very English and very Syrian. Well, Syrian from Lebanon and Aleppo. I did my 23andMe result, and it said that I have roots in Aleppo, which is really interesting. But 23andMe wasn't wrong because it was saying Lebanon instead of just like Syria proper. And I wanted to figure out why. So I started digging. And then I found out, like, when I started talking to some more distant cousins that live in Syria still, they said, well, my great-great-grandparents were born in Rashia, Lebanon, which I thought, that's interesting. But there wasn't an exact border back then. But it's just really cool. Like, it's really interesting. So, yeah. So I have, like, not a great-grandparent, but a great-great-grandparent that was born in, like, 1803 in Lebanon. How is that possible? Well, my great-great-grandfather was, like, 70 when he had a child. One of his youngest children was my great-grandmother. That's how it's possible. And even on my, like, English side, like, English ancestry side, well, they had immigrated to the Americas. That's kind of the same thing, too. Like, I have, like, for some reason in my family lines, I just have a lot of ancestors, like, especially the men. It's not really possible with the women, but with the men that had children later in life. And I tend to be like the descendant of that person, because I talked to one cousin that I thought like we were in the same generation, but it turned out the people that were my great-great-grandparents had been the sibling of her great-great-grandparent, and we were around the same age. And I'm like, what? I don't know. I just happen to be a descendant of a lot of people that had children later in life. So you're able to have 4 generations going back 200 years. 200 years, okay? That's pretty, like, I mean, it's possible, but it's just phenomenal because a lot of people have kids really young and then they have kids later in life. But it's just interesting. I think they did an interview actually recently with one of the descendants of a U.S. president. I think he's the grandson of like one of the U.S. presidents that was alive in the 1840s. But once again, it's that later in life thing, you know. It's possible, like, so, but some people, it's just like when, I don't know, anyway, if you're into genealogy, this is something, but long story short, yeah, I would like to learn some Arabic and Turkish, and the best way is probably by watching a show, somewhat, but you probably need to study grammar too, like, for us people that are older, like, I always thought, oh, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to learn Spanish, and I'm going to learn how to speak Spanish properly. I never really felt super motivated to do that. Like, I took Spanish in college and French in high school, but I was always like, why am I not super motivated to, like, study French and Spanish? It's because, I don't know, there's other languages that appeal to me more, and I think you should study whatever language you like. And I know, like, there used to be this feeling, like, in Southern California that people should learn Spanish. But then recently, like, a lot of immigrants are from other countries. Like, so why does it have to be Spanish if you learn a second language? I think you should learn whatever second language you want to learn. Like, if there's a second language that you want to learn, and Spanish or French or I don't know, whatever language it is that's more local is not your favorite one, there's going to be a lot of people that want to learn that as a second language or who speak it as a second language growing up. So I say learn that language. There's like, look, I know enough words in Spanish. Like, since I was a child, I knew what cuidado meant. It meant careful, caution. because you can have an elementary reading comprehension skill of the Spanish language from the time you're a child in Southern California because there were signs in Spanish and English. That was pretty simple, okay? And I was always an inquisitive kid, and I would try and figure out what did those things mean. I think that happens to a lot of kids, though. Like, there's always a story about some kid getting kicked out of school. So, I don't know, but you learned it, so you probably would have an easier time. You probably could like study it, like maybe I think you would be able to study it more than somebody who, as an adult, like in their 20s or 30s, is just learning it for the first time, though. So you probably, and we have Google Translate now. It's not perfect, but it works for some things. Yeah, it works for some things. It works. It works. Okay, I'm gonna make a salad dressing thing. Kind of a salad dressing. It's gonna be like my own little creation. I need to get my blend friend out. Come on, blender. By the way, I have to show everybody this really cool cup that I got at Walmart. I thought it was, I swear I'm not colorblind. I thought it was pink, but then my sister said this is like a peach colored cup, but it has undertones of pink to it. And I bought it for her. I'm like, do you want the cup? Because it kind of looks like those Starbucks cups. Like a lot of these women, I didn't know this was a thing, but they go to Starbucks and they spend like $20 on a cup like this, okay? When they have the pretty cups. Most of the times they have the really ugly cups, but they literally spend like $20 on a cup that looks like this because it's a Starbucks cup. And this cup at Ding Dong Walmart was $6. So I don't know. Why are people spending like $20 on a cup? Yeah, there's cute cups from Disneyland too. Like I kind of get the Disneyland ones more. Actually, you know what? We have some Disney cups. I have like we have the Donald Duck one, and this one I think was like $30 a few years ago. But this is a really nice cup, and it lasts forever. This is a Disney cup from Disneyland, but it's a really nice. And actually, by now, this is a vintage cup because we purchased it at Disneyland back in like 2005. But it's like really held up. That's a really cool cup. But the Starbucks cup, okay. The Starbucks cup is plastic, like this one, and it's $20, and it's a Starbucks cup. I can't do it. But apparently, people buy these cups at Starbucks and then they resell them for like $70. I'm like, who are these people on eBay paying $70 for a Starbucks cup? I'm just like, really? It's a plastic. And then if you want to save even more money, you could go on the Alibaba website and find like the same ding dong thing. And, if you're business savvy, I'm not really into wanting to resell things, but a lot of people are making money on that Alibaba site doing that. You could, I mean, if you're so inclined for people that want to do that. There's all sorts of things you can resell that they sell on Amazon, okay? A lot of times, especially like if you live near Amazon warehouses, and I looked into this, but I'm like, oh, this is a little too risky in my little opinion. But if you know what you think might sell and you do your research, you buy something from the Alibaba site, you store it at the Amazon warehouse, and then you list it on Amazon. And if you are really good at listing this product and people buy it, you make the money. But then this is the risky part. If they don't buy your product, then it has to be destroyed because they only stored it. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of work. And I'm like, it would be fun to get in on something like that, but I need stability. Where's my tahini? It's hiding in the fridge somewhere. Yeah. This is just a kind that I found at Food Plus the other day. It's okay, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. It doesn't. Well, yeah, eBay might be better. I think my sister says she does. I just don't do any selling online, really. I haven't done it, but a lot of people do it. And now a lot of people, because I'm like, why are people always at Burlington, like digging through the clothes racks and looking at the clothes? And it's because they're reselling it on eBay and whatnot. But I know like there's a way to do it. I haven't really. I just feel like this tahini's too clumpy. I don't like how it clumps. I'm buying a different brand next time. At first I was excited to try this one, but I'm like, no. It's too clumpy, lumpy tahini. Off the fork and into the blender. You have one job, but we're gonna have to add things to it to make it smoother. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a lot of different things to it because there's an Alice in here. I need to buy a better one. This one's just not my favorite. Oh, look. Big, giant lemon. Big, giant lemon. Big, big, big. Sometimes after I'm done cutting my salad, I like to put the salad down, the cutting board down in the sink, and then you can just cut things down there. It's pretty convenient. So squeeze the lemon in. That should help to when I blend this to declumpify. A lot of lemon. And then I have the piece de resistance. Oh, yes, I do. Some organic oregano. It's from my mom's garden. My dad packaged it up. It's so cute. He wrote like little messages on it to me. Very cute. So I'm going to put some of this dry oregano in here. Ooh, yeah. Salt. It's a good question. It's a $64 question. The salt is hiding. Is the salt hiding with the turmeric? No, it's not hiding with the turmeric, but we have some turmeric. Salt's gone MIA. Salt, Mr. Salty Salt, where are you? Are you hiding in the cabinet somewhere? Oh, here he is. So we have the sriracha salt. Next week, I'm buying a new blender thingy-majig because this one did not turn out the way I wanted. Okay. So we're going to put a lid on you. Well, it might help to have the blender plugged in, you know? It's kind of the crucial step there. And then I have this. I could just add a touch of this sesame teriyaki. It's like a tiny touch of and then maybe just a tiny, tiny touch of water. Just a little bit. Ew! What's that? Alrighty, brew. I did everything down a little bit. Bring a nice nudgy nudge now. could kind of be more nudged in. Sure. That all kind of put it on that so it can kind of just, pour down into the bottom. It'll take a few minutes. What are they doing right there? And we have our fun cucumbers. Lovely cucumber action. Yummy. Yummy. And more yummies. Yay. Cucumber salad action thing. So it's a salad with a yummy tahini dressing on it. Let's try it. Find a different brand of tahini next time. But it's a nice little salad dressing. That makes no sense. Are you a trash bag? The trash bag has entered the trash chat. Okay, so he wears trash bags. We get some real interesting characters around here. I don't know if this is just theater or sarcasm. But what the heck? Where do these people pop up from? You're a troll. Yes, you are. We know. Well, that's good for you. Yeah, you're a troll, but whatever. Okay, no, you're not. You love trash bags. Okay, no, never. Not my style, but you do you. You do you. I mean, if that makes you happy, you go. On that note, everybody have a good night.